Earlier this spring I had an opportunity to make a dance piece for David LaChapelle to present in one of his museum shows as a collaboration. And what happened was that actually got canceled, but we still had the idea of making this work. And so instead of producing it as part of a museum show, we're producing it separately in a theater, and I got to really, follow through with this idea that I've had for, over 10 years of making a full-length work. So it's been a real gift, by accident.
Here, and then you reach, you still have a dance, it still has to be a dance, and one thing has to go to the dance.
I studied at North Carolina School of the Arts, and right out of high school I joined Paul Taylor II when I was 18, and I danced with him for 3 years and also worked a little bit with the main company of Paul Taylor. I did some musical theater, and I went to LA and worked in some choreography, advertising, commercial stuff, music. Right. I worked with David on Elton John's concert in Vegas, and basically any opportunity where I could get experience to choreograph and learn how to tell stories through dance. But to create a full-length work in a theater for 70 minutes is amazing, because it's not a supporting act for something else. You're not really supporting an artist or a product or selling anything. You're just presenting an idea or a story on its own, and it needs to stand on its own. So it's much more challenging, but more fun.
I want to just keep really focused today. So let's start with your with the blue tights of Vinny, and just pretend like this is the show.
The dancers in this piece are very different, from different backgrounds and also different levels of experience, but I feel like they complement each other, and we've tried to really create parts for them that complement their movement and their experience. One of the more compelling stories in the show is that of Deborah, who is an experienced dancer. She's been doing this for a long time. She's also a choreographer herself, and when she comes on stage, you just cannot take your eyes off of her, because she is so emotionally invested in the work, and she just really comes from that old school era in dance, when dancers just lived, eat, sleep, dance, and you could really see that in her body. She has such control over everything in her performance. It's called The Ascending Souls, and basically there are nudes that are printed on this beautiful fabric and cut on the bias, and they're hanging from a clothesline in the back of the stage, and they float across the stage as these characters go through a transition, which I can't really talk about, but you'll see. And it's the most beautiful, delicate art pieces, and so David has given them to us to use in the show.